I was brought up and did my primary school in the north of the UK, in Yorkshire. In English we'd say it's a pit village, which means a mining village, a coal mining village. So my background is very modest. Both my parents were teachers. When I was born, I'm the oldest, I was born in 1964. My mother stopped working. So four children, oldest, one salary. And so my father, in order to feed the family and give us the nice things, refurbished houses. I haven't grown 1 millimetre since the age of 11. Why is that important? It's important because I started helping my father to refurbish houses when I was 7 years old. I left home at the age of 17. I got a job straight away, but I also went to university. I did a sponsored degree for 4 years. So my first degree is mechanical engineering, and I got the Ford Motor Company to sponsor me. I got an engineering degree, 4 years with Fords. So from the age of 17, I worked in a factory. As well as being a student, which was maybe 40 hours a week, I had a second job, I had a third job, and I was earning money, and I was determined before the age of 18 to buy my own property. Before my 18th birthday, I bought a flat, an apartment in London for £9,000, terrible condition, and I then spent the next 18 months doing what I used to do with my father. I spent less than £1,000, and 18 months later, I sold that property for £33,500. So invested 10, 33,500 back, and I was off. So from the age of 17 to, can't remember exactly, 37, 38, I always had a job, I had a salary, but in the background, I was doing property investment as well. And something I always teach my students is that if you want to become a property investor, if you want to become a property entrepreneur, you shouldn't leave your full-time job until your property income is a minimum of 3 times your day job. For anyone out there that's thinking, I'd like to be a property entrepreneur and I hate my boss and I hate my job and I hate commuting, I know, so did I. But I did both until I reached a critical mass. It was hard work, but I'm glad I did it. For the years between 37 and roughly 50 years old, we were very focused on building businesses. We bought businesses, we sold businesses. We had a digital marketing business, we built websites, we did search engine optimization. We sold that for very good money to an American company. And then probably by about 2010, so maybe 15 years ago, we got to the point where we'd built these businesses, we'd sold these businesses, and our life was a bit quieter. And we got to a point in our lives where we had quite a lot of money coming in, passively, not doing anything, because if you've got the right property, it just gives you money and you don't do anything. Commercial property is even better than residential property for that, and we do both. So there's probably a 4-year period where we were having lovely holidays, we were spending all the time with the children. And so between 2010 and 2014, we started helping friends and family, just one-to-one or a few people, just telling them what we'd done. But when I was 50, I just thought, why am I teaching all these people one-to-one? And it went much wider than property. And by then, for years, we'd been investing in stocks and shares, we'd been investing in gold, many different asset classes, as well as property. Because I believe that property is a fantastic way to create wealth, but it's not safe to keep all of your assets in one asset class in one country. So these were the kind of lessons that I was teaching people. Again, conversation with my wife, because it's funny, some people say your wife is your best friend, you work with her, you spend 24 hours a day with her. If I did that with my wife, we'd kill each other. I get that quite a lot. I don't understand that. I can't think of anyone I'd rather spend time with than my wife. Nothing makes me happier than making her happier. So again, we sat down and we said, why don't we set up a company to train other people to do what we do? And so we decided in 2014, we're going to set up a company and we are going to train other people. My personal mission that I'm on now is to create 1 million millionaires. Anyone can be a millionaire. Can be. Doesn't mean they will be. So I am going to create 1 million millionaires, and I can't do that one-to-one, which is why I do it on the internet, which is why I've got a company, which is, that's why I do what I do. Most people don't understand the difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is where you want to get fit or go to the gym or whatever, and you need a personal trainer. I don't want to be a personal trainer that forces someone. I want to show people that they can do it. I want to inspire them. And if my life means anything, I want it to show people that anybody can do this. Anybody can have the life that they want.